everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Texans going up against the Patriots. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They are led out by a man who needs little introduction at this point. Well, no introduction. Now five-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing now is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quentin Coples. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Brady. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now out comes Houston. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He spins free. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
To me, the identity of the New England Patriots on offense is that they have no identity. They don't lean to the run. They don't lean to the pass. They just game plan each and every week for what they think is going to be most effective. And how does it turn out for them? One of the most balanced teams in the league, and they're usually way up there in the stats.
Again, it's It's Lewis. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
The Houston Texans in 2016 on defense defied convention. Why? J.J. Watt missed most of the season, so you would expect them to struggle a little bit. But in fact, this was the #1 overall defense in the NFL. They stopped the run, forced teams to throw the football, and really got after them with a terrific pass rush.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
He was the cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
So we've got a challenge forthcoming here, and new this year, the ref will no longer go to a monitor on the sideline. He'll have a tablet brought out directly to him on the field.
Yeah, and that should move things along a little bit quicker. He doesn't have to run all the way over, go under the hood as he used to, and come out and render a decision, talk directly with New York, looking at the tablet, and reach a final call.
After review of the play, the reading on the field is reversed.
Brady now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. To throw is Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Last year, Hogan tied for the NFL lead at 17.9 yards per catch. Didn't quite get that many there, but still a nice hookup.
And I don't want to overplay his lacrosse background, but it does bear some mentioning here. Those rushes that they make towards the goal, I think that equates into some of his pass patterns, too.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Wendy Merciless in there to drop him for a loss of. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still I think Coach Bill O'Brien might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Watson on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
And we will not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Miller on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Brady now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And now a first down following that long gain. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it. I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it here. This is James White. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down. That's White. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady fighting to stay upright. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
This is Alfred Blue, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go again with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. This is the running back, Blue. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. An update from Buffalo. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Trevor Siemian with 2 first-half touchdown passes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Watson. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are in for 6.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. In a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
On 1st down, Brady, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans take possession. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. On first down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
From the 50, it's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. All right, time for us to spotlight Rob Gronkowski. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Wait, 20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Defense.
Gronk, so tough to cover, sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
On first down, Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
To throw on third down, Brady. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first and 10, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on second and 10. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Goskowski now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him. And all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Bills have taken the early lead with Sean McCoy 1 yard away from the century mark. He's at 99 thus far.
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Early in quarter one, Brady's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. The interception is made by Joseph, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the pick. Miller's got a running lane here, and he'll go for a score. Texans take the early lead. Now early in the second, Brady's gonna find his mark, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Pats up by a field goal. Texans have it late in the second. Coverage breaks down here, and he caps off the long drive with a touchdown. The lead grows to 4. Staying late in the second, cuts wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. Staying late in the second, Brady hooking up with who else? Julian Edelman, and he finds his mark for the score. Patriots go up by a field goal. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Fighting through, and he's got space. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after the INT, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They try again with Lewis. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a play fake. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Gostkowski for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Watson on first down. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Lamar Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Novak to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Brady now on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Brady to his old reliable element, and the Patriots have a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down. Brady. Allen has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Martellus Bennett moves on to Green Bay, so what do the Patriots do? They go get Dwayne Allen from Indianapolis.
Yeah, for a 4th-round draft pick, and last year he had 35 catches, 6 touchdowns as a Colt. And also the Patriots got Brandon Cooks, Coney Ealy, and Allen all for draft picks. Brady gives this one to Lewis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now White. What a spin. And he's got room. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Trevor Siemian, 2 touchdown passes thus far. They begin with a 5. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And the play clock's running down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Spinning away. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll throw with Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Time running out here on the play clock. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So 2nd and 10 here. This is Lewis, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain, and, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving.
So now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with the Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to like. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? None. You. What? None.
To throw is Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on second is Watson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. To win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.